everybody stayed. Bless you. Okay, you guys will know. So as performers, there's always a gamble if you take a break that the room might clear and then you're by yourself.
True. Very true.
But you guys stayed, so that means that we're doing something right. So thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. Yes. I don't know about these two, but I had some really meaningful conversations on my break, which is my favorite part about doing songwriter rounds and even like house shows. And if you don't know what a house show is, it's where someone can bring an artist into their home or their property, and it's kind of like this. It's very chill. You tell stories behind the music, and you actually get to know the people that are in the room, which is one of my favorite things to do. So, yeah, thank you all for being vulnerable and willing to share your stories. And you never know, if you share too much, we might write a song about you, you know. In the spirit of not crying tonight, which is my only goal from here on out, after what happened in the first set, I am going to play a song that I absolutely adore because it's fun. And as a songwriter, sometimes you kind of get in your feels and everything feels a little heavy. And I finally got in this zone a couple of years ago when I was gearing up to release an album where I was writing like fun, happy music. I was faking my way to being happy is what was happening. I heard a sigh. She knows. And I got to have this like really unexpected conversation in a vehicle where I was talking about my childhood, and I don't remember how it got brought up, but we were talking about like the foods that we ate as a kid, because I grew up kind of all over the Midwest. I was born in California, lived in Illinois, Ohio, Indiana. I've lived overseas a little bit. My accent is strange, and I'm not exactly sure where it's from, because my dad's from Oklahoma, my mom's from Indiana. Like I don't really have like a home base. I say soda and pop, depending on which crowd I'm hanging out with. But I mentioned in this car ride that my favorite sandwich as a kid was a lettuce and mayo sandwich. And the person I was riding with said, like, looked at me while driving. I'm like, you're supposed to be on the road, dude. He's like, where's the meat? Like, with attitude. I was like, what are you talking about? Where's the meat? He's like, why wasn't there meat on your sandwich?
Vegan erasure.
No, I'm going to call him blessed. Because that was the moment that I actually realized that I grew up less fortunate. So I wrote this song. It's called Wild and Free, and it's about my favorite sandwich as a kid. Juice go with water, trick of the trade. When you're not made of dollars, don't let your kids see you sweat in the lowest tax bracket. No shame. Lettuce and mayo on bread kept us kids fed. Coat off jeans, shorts in the summer. Gotta do what you gotta do to cut a corner. Living within our means was a necessity. In the summer of '93, small house on Gregg Street, better school to learn how to read. If I knew then what I know now, wouldn't have been running around, all wild and free. Hand-me-downs, what you found at my mother's envy, or being free of responsibility. Medicine may have won bread. Didn't know what I was missing. Good old jean shorts in the summer. Gotta do what you gotta do to cut a corner. Living within our means, it was a necessity. The summer of '93. Small house on Great Street. Better school to learn how to read. If I knew then what I know now, wouldn't have been running around all wild and free. Generics of lifestyle, cereals in her bag. How many kids can you fit in a station wagon? Red tag, red tag, red tag. Say 1, 2. Got our jean shorts in the summer. Gotta do what you gotta do to cut a corner. Living within our means, it was a necessity. In the summer of '93, small house on the richest street. Better school to learn how to read. If I knew then what I know now, wouldn't have been running around. Yeah, 1, 2, all wild and free. Harmonize this, right? Yeah. Gotta find it. Usually I whistle at the end. Let's figure this out, girls. You ready? Wild and free. Wild and free. Wild and free. Keep going. Wild and free. Wild and free. One more time. Wild and free. That was fun. Thank you guys.
I really love your chord progressions. They just keep me guessing. You know, I'm just like, oh, cool. Yeah, I get it. It's this 4-chord groove. And then you're like, and I'm like, what?
Let's not let her know that I have no idea what I'm doing on a guitar.
You're like a Stevie Wonder fan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can hear that.
Oh, bless. That's the biggest compliment. I love him.
Because it just sounds easy. Like, it sounds easy pop, but it's like not. There's like a couple of bass lines in there. And like,
yes, when you started like that.
Oh my God, I love you guys so much. I'm so glad I invited them to come. By the way, for those of you that are my fans that you have never seen either of these girls play, do you love them so much or what? Yeah.
All right, I thought I didn't have a segue for this song, but thank you. I do now.
You do?
If you guys want a 4-chord groove.
Yes.
Oh my God, this is one of the only songs that's not 4 chords. I lied. Guess what? Bummer, wah. Summer of my sophomore year of college, I ended up getting COVID. Can I get some boos and claps? And oh, thank you. You guys did not have to do that. And so I got sent to quarantine housing, which was, you know,
boo.
Yeah, it kind of like it stunk a little bit, but then I was also like, okay, now I get a break from all of my classes and all my extracurriculars. This is the perfect time to write a ton of songs. And as any creative person knows, there's nothing like unlimited time to give you like the biggest, fattest case of writer's block. So yeah, I was desperate for any inspiration, any prompt of any kind. So what I ended up doing was I went to my Instagram story and asked my like friends and followers for the most beautiful and unique word they could think of, just like their favorite random, like, yeah, unique word. And I got a ton of words from effervescent all the way to pulchritudinous. And then
what does that mean?
I think I know. I was literally like, oh, I should Google it so I had the exact definition. But basically, like physically beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, you got that. Who's got it on Google? But yeah, so my challenge for myself was to put all of those in one song together, and that is how Mr. Apollo was born. So this is
What is about to happen?
I actually played this at the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville, Tennessee. And thank you. It was at an open mic, and the host gave me a pen, just like a pen to write with, because he was like, anyone that can put pulchritudinous into a song deserves a pen. So I have that.
Friday night glow is sweeping through this tired city. The young and flamboyant all begin to come alive. I came to have a good time and to mind my business. But you came, my chest is full of effervescent butterflies. All the eloquent thoughts in my mind dissolve under fluorescent lights. Watch me overthink, my mouth wide open, no sound follows. Won't you kiss me gently till the awkward goes away? Arrow through the heart, my knees are weak, Mr. Apollo. Drinking up your silence like a marvelous rosé. Your touch feels like serendipitous communion. Your voice sounds like a halcyon childhood lullaby. It's clear from this beguiling infatuation that smile has turned you into the opal of my eye. You precious jewel, all the eloquent thoughts in my mind dissolve under fluorescent lights. Watch me overthink, my mouth wide open, no sound follows. Won't you kiss me gently till the awkward goes away? Arrow through the heart, my knees are weak, Mr. Apollo. Drinking up your silence like a marvelous rosé. Your face so pulchritudinous, I'm emerging from the chrysalis I built to hide away from all my fears. Tonight I'll sing my requiem, no longer scared to fall in love. I'm over all those wasted, unlived years. But that's a sentiment I'll keep inside, 'cause I look at you and find myself tongue-tied. Watch me overthink, my mouth wide open, no sound follows. Won't you kiss me gently till the awkward goes away? Arrow through the heart, my knees are weak, Mr. Apollo. Drinking up your silence like a marvelous rosé. Drinking up your silence like a marvelous rosé.
That was impressive, honestly. Did it stress you out when you saw your list of words?
A little bit, but again, I had COVID and nothing to do, so I was more like, yes,
Bored. Yeah.
this is what I need.
Love it. When I was a little kid, I was like bored a lot because my mother didn't let us watch TV, and
No Zach Morris and Saved by the Bell?
nothing. Yeah, I got it in
Hannah
the
Montana?
summers when we were at my grandparents' house, but it was just reruns, so all the stories were like out of order, you know. But yeah, and then I was also bored because I had this thing. I had this like chronic pain. I had this juvenile rheumatoid arthritis when I was like a little kid, my entire early childhood. So I just like couldn't do a lot. I couldn't run. I couldn't like move around a lot. So I did like indoor things, you know. So I would color or read or draw. And one of the things I loved to draw was horses. I was a horse girl.
You were a type.
I was a type. I am a type. Yeah, and my grandmother, I think about my grandmothers, both of them, because they were both really talented musicians, and neither of them kind of did it professionally, but they played in church. And my mother's mother was so good that she got into Juilliard, but didn't go. And
that's also a type.
Yeah.
I know if you
And then
know.
no, it is. Yeah. And then my other grandmother waited tables at Auburn when she was going to school there, and she was real poor, you know, and she didn't finish school. But when she was waiting tables, she was so good at piano that the other waitresses would pool their tips and give her a share of their tips, so she would play and entertain them. So, but they didn't live in a time when they could like do what I do. And I've been doing this full time for, I don't know, 15 years or so. And they got to see me do it, and they were really proud of me. But my, there's this disease that I had. It goes away in half the kids that get it, just mysteriously. They don't really understand it. It's like an autoimmune thing. And I was in the lucky side of the coin, so it just went away for me.
Awesome.
But when I was a kid, my grandmother used to send me these care packages full of individually wrapped Dollar General toys. And every week that I had to go and get blood drawn, I got to open one after. So
You had to get your blood drawn every week?
yeah. So anyway, this is a song called Horses, and I always think about both my grandmothers, but especially my mom's mother, Bobby Harper. And yeah, so this is a song called Horses. I drew them kind of compulsively, obsessively as a kid. And my grandmother embroidered one of my drawings onto a pillow before she went blind, and I still have that pillow.
Aww.
So that's pretty cool. It became part of the single art for this song.
That's so cool. I love
Also, somebody turned it into a tattoo and like literally got it tattooed on themselves, which is so great. For me, that was like the ultimate metaphor about pain into art, you know? I was once a little girl too, so I know how it feels to be small, standing in your Easter dress, trying not to make a mess. And yes, I loved my teddy bears and dolls, but there was one thing I loved most of all. Horses beautiful, horses gentle, long pretty mane shining in the sun. Horses powerful, horses all muscle, horses free when they run. That's why little girls love horse. You see, I had this disease that made my whole body hurt. So no cartwheels and no climbing trees for me. But I had my mother's piano. I could make a big old noise. Had horses running through my dreams. And when I drew them, sometimes I gave them wings. Horses beautiful, horses gentle, long pretty mane shining in the sun. Horses powerful, horses all muscle, horses free when they run. That's why little girls love. That's why little girls love. 'Cause to the world you may be just a little thing, but to yourself you are big as the world. And something in a horse's eyes is just the same as a little girl's. Horses beautiful, horses gentle, long pretty mane shining, horses powerful, horses all muscle, horses free when they run. That's why little girls love. That's why little girls love. Horses. Nice. Thank you.
So good. Irene got you a water, by the way.
I wonder if we have any other little girls in the audience that like horses. I wonder. Maybe.
Did we get to the late crowd? There was one here earlier that I think would be in that group. I ran and got you a water because
I saw that.
I
Thank
see
you.
that. Okay, so
Yeah,
I know.
I was sick last week, and it's still, there's like a little bit
Of a tickle?
lingering. Yeah. Natalie put a bunch of cough drops up here for me because she's the best friend in the universe.
That's right. I'm gonna go off of your health thing. I'm also really short. There we go. So I have a paranoia of this guitar not actually working on stage because you have to change the battery all the time. There's a lot going on in the world and in my life, and sometimes I forget. And it happened to you earlier. So now I'm paranoid about it because it's top of mind.
My
But,
dad will get you a battery. Thanks.
Thanks, Dan.
Did you get her a battery? That's so awesome.
So just jumping off of your childhood issue, a few years ago, I think it was 2022, I had been touring full-time for about a year, and so all of 2022 was like my first year, like January through December, of being a full-time artist on the road. I think I played like 135 shows that year, which is awesome, but I felt terrible, and I couldn't quite figure out why, and it wasn't until I think it was January or February of 2023, there was just a very large mass in my colon. Yeah, very scary. I remember I went and had a colonoscopy, and we're going to get real personal. Sorry, y'all. I realize that, like, I'm used to talking about it, but when you say it on stage, it sounds a little weird. But I just remember the doctor coming in, because I'm younger, and I am literally the youngest person in this facility by at least 40 years. So it's weird for me to be in there in the first place, and everyone stares at you, a little odd. And then the doctor came in, and his face was white, and my daughter, who was a toddler at the time, was sitting in my lap in the bed. And he told me what he found, and he's like, it doesn't look good. I couldn't get it out. Like, it was that big. And so for the next few weeks, I stressed out, and I knew that I had another procedure coming up. I had to go to the hospital to have this mass removed so they could biopsy it and to see if I was basically going to live or die. And in that time period, one of my best friend's mom died from brain cancer. Yeah, so it was a dark winter. And this song was written in that period between the time that I had my first procedure and my second, where I did not know if I was going to get to raise my daughter or not. And I'm not going to cry this time. Because I get to live. I did not have cancer. It almost was like there's like a scale, on a scale of 1 to 5, if your cells are healthy or not. 5's cancer, 1 you're fine. Mine was a 4, so they got it out just in time. I'm a lucky duck. Yes, I had really good doctors who worked really, really hard on me for about a year to make sure it didn't come back. But this is a song that I wrote in that very hard time. And this one's called If I Die, and I actually wrote it on this guitar. And then for the album that got put out last year, I had my friend Simon Kaufman-Hurst play it on piano. And I haven't played it. I don't know if I've played it in front of people on a guitar yet. It's going to be great. So we're going to see how this goes. And on the break, everyone was like, "Oh, I like it when you guys sing harmonies together." So this is one of those that also fell on the list of maybe you can hear the three of us sing together too. But yeah, this is called If I Die.
If I die, where does my tombstone go? You
This feels temporary. This feels temporary. Please stay with me. This feels temporary. Thank you guys. I always wanted to have a choir on stage.
Glad you're with us.
Yeah, that
Heck
was
yeah.
absolutely stunning. And I
Thank
need like
you.
a hard block between that song and this song, because in this song I'm also going to talk about a problem. It's not a problem. It's called being in middle school, which is far less,
Please change the pace, Priscilla.
far more trivial. But I just need to clarify that. Like that
I
was
don't know,
beautiful.
man.
That was like exponential.
Middle school is really traumatic.
I feel like it kind of shapes like who you turn into as an adult and how you treat other people.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a big deal.
That is a big deal. But yeah, that
We
was
don't even know
beautiful.
the
That was all
song yet. We don't
things.
know if what we're teeing up.
Yeah, you just, like you never feel anything as intensely as you do when you're like
Exactly.
12, 13.
No, I very much
ever
relate to
again.
that. And I was the kid in middle school. Like I again escape into books. They were easier than other things. And I think from elementary school to like middle school, I read the Harry Potter series all the way through 9 times, some back to back. Hobbies, I don't know. But so this next song is another one off the upcoming album, and it is called Luna, after the infamous Luna Lovegood. She was my favorite character in that series. The second she was introduced into the book, I found a lot of myself in her, and especially in middle school, I just had these, again, very intense, life-changing feelings that I thought only I was having, and it turns out literally everyone in the world is having, but it always felt like there was just some secret that if I could figure it out, I would know why people were saying the things they were or dressing the way they were, or if I just could figure out that one secret, I would know how to be like everybody else and not just be waiting on the outside of what? I don't even know, but you just feel like you're there, you're on the outside. And she brought me so much comfort during that time because it seemed that she had that same experience, but was fully at peace with it now and loved it. Like she was who she was, and that was the energy she brought. So this is called Luna, and this is for my middle school self and for anyone else who's had that feeling that we all have.
Shoes hang from telephone poles. I hang in limbo. 2 birds were hit with 1 stone. My hands are limp at my sides. My brain is flying away from the skull it resides in. The people all meet up in whatever room that I'm not in. Oh, the whispers that float in my visions and dreams have turned into prophecies that destine me to memorize in every link on the chain that keeps me from the brink of caring what people might think when they know you're just as crazy as me. No drops of glue on the backs of my lids. My eyes are bloodshot but ready. So much to see and take in. To look past the mundane is deadly. 90 pounds lighter from losing misplaced expectations. Can one man's rejection not be turned into celebration? Oh, the whispers that float in my visions and dreams have turned into prophecies that destine me to memorize in every link on the chain that keeps me from the brink of caring what people might think when they know you're just as crazy as me. Normalize me, crazy as me. Normalize me. Glitter shoes hang from telephone poles. I hang in limbo.
So good.
I like the harmonies. I love the harmonies.
I think Trevor said you do one more and then we're going to do one more round.
Okay.
As long as you
Perfect,
guys are okay with that.
Cool.
4 more songs total? Yeah? All right.
All right. Oh man. I'm trying to decide which one to do. This is like the hardest part of the set.
This is the
for me.
hard part. Is to like, what's the one?
What do I wanna
or the
do?
2? You get 2 more, so.
What? Oh man, I can't remember that right now. But I could do a different one from that record though. Okay. Natalie, my best friend / merch consultant.
Driver.
Driver.
Uber driver.
Has helpfully suggested that I play some songs that are available for purchase.
Manager.
Yes. We're also roommates, so, you know, it goes toward the electricity and water fund.
So bill collector.
Lots of great
Natalie
reasons.
needs a new business.
Lots of great
card.
reasons to play this song. But also, I'll play it because, so I just got off like a 3-week tour not too long ago, and I sold out of copies of my new record on vinyl and CD,
Yeah.
which is great. It's a good problem to have. It's the only reason I just almost broke even on that tour. But I'm out of merch. So if you want to purchase a copy of that record, I do have a little label in New York called Empress Records. It's a female-run operation. It's very badass, and it's MPRESS, and you can order that record on vinyl or CD. I have 2 other titles on vinyl. One of them is called Working Woman, which is the first one I put out with Embrace, and it's an all-woman record.
Oh, I love it
So,
much.
and women with an X, because my feminism will be inclusive or it will be bullshit. But it was like some of the best players in town who happened to be there because of COVID. Like nobody was, so
Cool.
it has like the best band in Nashville.
I love that
And
so much.
we made it at like one of the only women-run studios, major studios in Nashville. It's like a legendary studio
Yeah,
called Sound Emporium.
cool.
And had special guests like the Indigo Girls and Ruthie Foster and
No
Gina
big
Chavez
deal.
and the Watson Twins, and
What?
all of whom were strangely available. And every creative credit on that record, so every song was written, played, sung, recorded, engineered, mixed, mastered, produced, graphic design, photography. Every single creative credit is a woman on that record,
I love
and
that
it's a rock and roll record.
Oh, heck yes.
We made it live in a couple days in Nashville.
You were in the room with all of them at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Well, not the special guests,
Oh,
but
okay.
they flew their stuff in. 'Cause,
that's
you
fair.
know,
That's
yeah,
fair.
from wherever
COVID.
they were.
COVID.
Dar Williams also. Yeah.
I'm dying.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
the band, the core band,
Yeah.
all of whom tour with like huge, incredible people, and they
Yeah.
were crazy, affordable, and available at the time.
Thank you, COVID.
Thanks, COVID. Yeah. So I am really proud of that record. The other record over there is one with my band, which I like to say is dormant, like a volcano, at the moment, called Nobody's Girl.
That's such a good way to put it.
Yeah, and it's me and Betty Sue and Rebecca Loby, and we all were really close friends in Austin, Texas for many years, and we accidentally got a record deal, and then we had to become a band. True story. So,
Get outta
so
here.
we were a girl band for like 5 or 6 years. Like I said, we're
Love it.
dormant, but yeah,
Love it.
our record came out in 2020. But we were killing it for a minute there, and we wrote this record together, and so I will do one of the songs on that record. This is one that we were called Birthright. Like, remember this song and hope. We were just thinking, as Americans, that we handing out water on the sidelines to the team. Mr. Queen, what his daddy gave him was the back of his hand. He was a war hero and a real fair boss and a church-going man. The bruises fade, but it never stops hurting where the punches land. And what do you do? What do you do with that right beneath the surface? You just started to scratch those answers to the questions you don't know how to ask yourself. How do you carry what you can't give back? Oh, you've inherited after the fact. What do you do? Your family came to this country in chains, to a place that didn't care where they were from and that tried to erase their names. And my family still lives on the land we bought with blood and pain. When our kids start asking, what do we tell them? How do we explain that right beneath the surface you just started to scratch those answers to the questions you don't know how to ask yourself? How do you carry what you can't give back? Oh, you've inherited after the fact. What do you do?
with them.
Should say my co-writers on that song, Betty Sue. It's funny because I met a Sue at the break, and I was like, oh, that's an easy name to spell. But she spells it S-O-O because her family's Korean American, and she's Texan, so she's Betty Sue, one word. And she's got a great career going. She's got a new record coming out, first one in like 10 years. She's touring with James McMurtry as like a lead player in his band. She's fantastic, a really amazing songwriter. And then Rebecca Lobe was on The Voice for a while. She's really great. And she has a new record that she's working on that's going to be coming out next year as well. And we text each other a few times a week at least. And two of my closest friends and just amazing songwriters. So if you ever get a chance to see
when
either
are you
of
guys
them.
going to be undormant?
Undormant, you know, when someone pays us more than we make to play alone.
Amen.
And so, yeah, we have to have a financial reason to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of rehearsal. So we do 3-part harmonies, and we trade which part we're singing, like high or low within verses and choruses.
Yeah.
And there's like descants and like alternate melodies, and we trade instruments, and it's a lot of rehearsal. Yeah.
I would imagine. Goodness
So we
sakes.
have to have like enough of a reason to like do all that rehearsal,
I'd pay money to see that. That's a great song. Oh my
Thanks.
gosh. Whew.
The bait and switch was
This
crazy.
this has been like a semi heavy night.
Yeah.
So let's semi raise the mood.
Yeah. Lighten it up a little bit.
Just a little
Yeah.
bit. We're gonna play one more round of songs for y'all, but thank you again so much for being here. So I don't know about these two, but my 2025, like I usually do all my booking for the whole year in like between December of the previous year and like February, and then the whole year is kind of set. But because last year was an album release year, it was kind of complete chaos. And by the time I got to January, all I wanted to do was sleep. And I'm honestly still booking for the rest of the year. But you just kind of never know, like, what, when you start booking for, because I know that at least the two of us are full-time artists. And are you yet going to be? Aspirationally?
I also have
Yeah,
like
someday?
I also always have at least 2 side hustles at a time.
Well, I'm currently in between jobs, so I guess you could say full
Perfect.
time.
Full-time
you're
artist.
full-timer.
That's all I'm
Yeah.
doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. That's right. But you, like, at least for me, I use winter time to like kind of recalibrate and figure out, okay, what do I want the next year to look like? What do I want to accomplish? Who do I want to work with? And because last year was so chaotic, I just died in January. And I was like, oh, no, I don't have the energy to figure out what this year is going to look like. And what it has turned into when I look at my calendar is just the coolest little shows just like this, where like I either get to play with friends or like a couple of my band members and I just randomly drive to Iowa overnight. Like that's, it was a bad idea and a great idea all at the same time. My spine paid for that one because I was in the car for 22 hours out of 27, but it was totally worth it. But getting to play basically for smaller rooms where I get to have conversations with humans instead of like last year, I played a lot of bigger festivals where you run on a stage, you plug in, you don't have a sound check, you play a set, you get in the car and you go to the next place. So it's totally different. So this week, though, has turned into a cluster, which is why I'm really tired, and it's totally worth it. And the reason why I saved this song for last. But last year, I put out an album that was fan-funded via a Kickstarter campaign, yes, which is a really big deal. And honestly, I did that campaign because of my health issues from 2023. I had spent so much money just trying to make sure that I was not going to get cancer, that I didn't have any money to put new music out. And so I ran the Kickstarter campaign and sent out lots of prayers to Jesus, hoping that it would get funded because I had really cool opportunities coming my way. But in order for them to move forward, I had to put new music out. And so fans spent the money so that I could go into the studio and record. And now I'm in the season. 2025 is like, it's a word season. If I don't know a better way to put it without sounding strange.
No,
but
yeah, totally.
again, I'm getting better at taking the compliments, and because I would still just write this music and play it in my living room if that's all I had to do. But I got back from LA this morning, and I went to LA for the Hollywood Independent Music Awards, and this next song won Folk Acoustic Song of the Year for that. Yeah. And right when we started the show earlier tonight, I was mumbling over a joke about my nail polish on my toe, and basically I went to LA. This is the short, stupid version of the story, but I went to LA not exactly knowing what I was going to wear. I just haven't had time to worry about it. And on my way to LA, my shoe ripped my pedicure off of my big toenail, which is a no-no if you're going to go on the red carpet. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, I'm too tired to worry about it. And then my best friend from childhood flew out from Ohio and met me in LA so that I didn't have to go by myself. And she had a good friend in LA who is a girl's girl. I have never met anyone like JoJo in my life, and she's my new best friend. She walked in my hotel room a few hours before the red carpet and said, no, girl, you're not wearing that. You're wearing this, and started digging through my bag and telling me, you can't wear those shoes. We're going to the shoe store. I get dressed. I hop in an Uber. She's like, those. She picks out my shoes to cover up my bad pedicure. And I'm so glad she did, because now there's all these pictures that are about to come out into the world.
Amazing.
Where I have good shoes.
So what you're saying is you did not accept defeat.
No, oh my Lord, that's the worst joke I've ever heard in my life. Can you write material for my shows? Thank you.
I did not get it at first. I was like, good for you. Don't accept it. I was like, yeah, no. Catching up.
But it's so funny that and I even said it in my speech, and I got to talk about my speech because I put it out on the internet yesterday, which always is kind of scary. I didn't have anything prepared because I just went to this thing like, oh, I get to go to this really cool party and get to see great entertainment, because it's a really full production. It's at the Avalon Theater. The Beatles played there back in the day. Like, it's a big deal. Yeah. It's right across the street from, now I'm blanking, the big record company with the circular building. Capitol. Thank you.
Only place I've ever played in LA was like a Chinese restaurant.
I'm serious.
Yeah. I mean, it was great, but
I love it.
That's better.
I mean, like, the hotel that I stayed in was decorated like I was in Texas or like deep country. So we go upstairs to the top level of this hotel, and everyone's wearing cowboy boots and cowboy hats. I'm like, I thought I was in California. But I kind of felt at home. But it was just a really interesting and amazing experience, because when being an independent artist, not having a label, and getting to go to a really big event like that, even though it technically is for independent artists, but everyone there has a team.
Yeah.
They're just not backed by label money. And so I was like, I'm just happy to be in the room. And then because I took my best friend and her best friend from LA, who are not shy, and I'm very shy, we end up sitting in a VIP booth with Grammy winners, and I was like, what am I doing here? They're going to kick us out. Nobody say a word. Don't move. Don't go to the bar. They're going to find us. They're going to know. We got to sit there all night. We had the best time. And by the time my category came up, I had this huge gaggle of friends who now have my phone number, for better or for worse. I think that the coolest part about that whole experience is that the song that won was something that I wrote about my daughter, for my daughter, that I would have written anyways. And to end up in that experience was just really, really cool. And I wrote that song the year that I didn't know if I was going to get to raise her or not. So that it kind of just came full circle. So I wrote this song in July of 2023 on a very hot, rainy day just after my daughter's 3rd birthday. And we love to play in the rain. It's kind of our thing that we do. It's when we get to have our most fun. Phones aren't allowed. There's no technology. You just go outside, and whatever you're wearing, nice or not, and get dumped on by the sky. And it's just, we lay in the driveway, we jump in puddles, and I think it's just my favorite part of my life right now. And so that day happened in July. It was a hot, rainy day. She said, Mama, grab your guitar, let's sit on the front porch. And so I did, and she just was living her best life, carefree, not knowing her mom might not make it or not. And so I wrote Mid-July, and it just happened to win an award, which is very, very cool. Yeah, thank you. So I'm partying in LA on a Wednesday and playing this song in a library with a bar on a Friday, which is my favorite. And this is my daughter's favorite song, too. She sings it in the car with me when we're driving around. But this one's called Mid-July. I can't do it, guys.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I said my story was too long.
No, never. No. Well, I'm the wrong person to ask. Hey, what do you call a boomerang that doesn't work? Yeah. Who said it? Who said it? What's brown and sticky? Also a stick.
I was going to say my dog, but, stick works better. Oh, there we go.
We there?
Yeah. I did all the work up, for a good song. So here we go. Small footprints kiss the ground, water racing from the clouds. A dance partner warm enough to waltz with, hugged by a quiet hum, green and yellow drinking up all that Mother Nature gives. Oh, that sweet relief from that hot heat, comfort falling from the sky, rocking chairs oldest tight in mid-July. What a sweet delight, like her tiny hand in mine. Oh, soon it will pass by, so for now I close my eyes and listen to life. Get your raindrops on your tongue, no sins, cares, just fun. Not many days are pure as this. Wind whispering through the leaves, we hide away with bumblebees. Oh, this is summer's free honey. Oh, that sweet relief from that hot heat, comfort falling from the sky, rocking chairs oldest tight in mid-July. What a sweet delight, like a tiny hand in mine. Oh, soon it will pass by, so for now I close my eyes and listen to life. Oh, little giggles are coming from the little puddles you are jumping on, and I get a little sad, 'cause time's gone by since you've been here. You've made all my melancholy disappear just by teaching me how to spend my time soaking up that sweet relief from that hot heat, comfort falling from the sky, rocking chairs hold us tight in mid-July. What a sweet delight, like your tiny hand in mine. Oh, soon it will pass by. So for now, I close my eyes. So for now, I close my eyes and listen to life. Thank you guys.
Love that. Beautiful and lovely. Sorry, now you're making me want to check mine.
I know. I can't stand a bad out-of-tune guitar. Can't do it.
That was beautiful. That was incredible.
Thank you.
That was award-winning. And that's on all streaming platforms.
Yeah, it was.
You guys have been absolutely incredible all night, and I know you've been like shifting based on the mood of the vibes. I was gonna pretend I was doing that too, but I'm way too nervous when I accompany myself, so maybe I would have shifted this next one, but I've practiced this one really hard, and I'm really excited to play
Play the one you
it.
want to play. Play the one you want to play.
So this is the one that I was planning on playing.
Yeah.
But this is the last one. First of all, just thank you guys for having me up here tonight. It was absolutely incredible. You guys are amazing. Get a load of these guys, huh? Yeah. It's been so wonderful to share the stage with you guys, and just thank you guys for listening and for skipping out on go-karts to be here. Thank you.
That's crazy.
So true.
I'm gonna take this time to play one more song from the upcoming album, get you guys really excited before it comes out this year. And so you can probably tell from literally everything about me, but I took a lot of AP English in high school. It's my favorite subject. And I vividly remember the first time we read The Crucible in class and being like, first of all, insane story. So glad that it didn't happen in real life. And then also kind of really learning and like seeing a strong kind of definition or example of the difference between love, like a pure love, and kind of a dangerous obsession, and just how it can, no pun intended, like burn you and the people around you down. Don't know why I'm strumming, about to pick, but this one is called Abigail. It's for the Crucible. Oh, I should have thought about present company excluded. If you like it, it's for you. If you don't, it's spelled differently.
Set me on fire. I wanna feel the heat. Would that make you happy? Would you think that it was sweet? Would you see me as brave while I stood like a witch tied to wood, taking both our sins with me? I would go up in flames if you promise not to leave. Every mountain you climb is a hill I would die on. I need you like an addict craves a high. Burn my mouth with your kiss, start my heart with your poison. I'm brave enough to keep this love alive. Combine my head with your hood. Everything is at stake. If it meant you could live, it's a martyr's life for me. Blindfold over my eyes, diving into the sea. touch turns me to a maniac. Lock me up, I'm ready if your cell is next to mine. Your touch shocks me like a heart attack. Thrill me, fill me, kill me, and I'll cover up the crime. Burn my mouth with your kiss, stirred my heart with your poison. I'm brave enough to keep this love alive. I said I'm brave enough to keep this love alive.
That was fun. I like the harmony. That was lovely.
I can't wait to hear the record. Oh man,
Last song of the night. You're closing
I
this
guess
out,
it
girl.
feels like a big responsibility. What a great lineup up here. I feel like I'm in such excellent company. Thank you guys for including me.
The host. I just want to give a big thank you to Priscilla and to you as well. This is the first season that the library has tried to do a songwriter and let them know and tell your friends.
I had like a big blues number I know.
Which one you're talking about? Because that's how
Probably
I met
so.
you. So when you're musicians and you're singer-songwriters,
And songs with like we kept beating each other in contests and we became like really good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's like
That's the real prize, by the way.
Honestly, it
the
is, I
people that
agree.
you meet at, it's not winning. It's like those people because you're going to know them for like 30 years.
yeah, you're gonna keep running into them,
Yeah.
and hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah.
But we met in Missouri at
Yeah.
a music conference where we were doing like a showcase together, basically at night during Folk Alliance International is what it's called.
Yeah. Was it like the
Kansas
last
City?
one of the night or something?
Yeah.
It was like 2 in the morning or something.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
the way that this conference is run is that during the day there's like seminars and all these things. That's when all the artists sleep, and then at night, this is what I have learned because I've only been a couple times. But at night, the like entire floors of a hotel, all the furniture is removed, and all the hotel rooms get turned into showcase rooms, and artists get either their own showcase or they get assigned to a singer-songwriter round, kind of like this. There's literally people running around with guitars, running into each other, grabbing a beer, running in a room, running out of a room. I've met the coolest people at 4 a.m. at this thing, but that's how we met. We got assigned to an all-female singer-songwriter round, and she got sat next to me, and I'm so glad I went second, because I'm pretty sure you sang the big blues song.
Like right out of the gate?
It was during I just remember her singing this huge song. I'm like, oh my God. It's like, I want to be her friend. But
there's one I like start with sometimes, and then there's one I end with sometimes. Like you got to like put the
Yeah.
fireworks beginning and the end.
beginning and end.
Yeah.
But I just remember like being on this thing with a bunch of amazing women that I was like, I have no idea why I'm here right now, but I'm just here for it.
So good.
Well, it's just a thing. It's a confidence thing, and I'm getting better at it. But I just remember hearing you play. I was like, I want to be your friend. But you can't be weird like that. You can't ask to be somebody's friend.
You totally can ask to be
I'm getting
somebody's
better
friend.
at it.
That's
But
how
like-
me and Emily Scott Robinson became friends.
Really?
It was like 15 years ago, and I saw her play, and afterwards I was like, "You're my friend now," and I made her give me her number.
Taking
I've been
notes.
texting her ever since.
But what I did was I got this conference, everybody that I loved watching play or that I got to like actually being around with, I wrote them down and I sent them an Instagram friend request. And then there's certain people that actually friend you back, and it's a really big compliment. And you did. And now you're here. So,
Hooray!
yeah, hooray, hooray. And now I'm going to come visit you.
That's
in
also
Nashville.
how me and Natalie became friends.
Really?
Yeah. Which one of us was like, "You're going to be my friend"? I forget. It might have been me. Where'd she go?
She's back there
She
waiting
got
when
her
I
hand
see her.
raised. I
She's
think
like,
She's waving in the stacks somewhere back there.
she's reading books.
Natalie, how did that happen? Did I demand to be your friend, and then you were the one that actually followed up with friendship? Cool. What's that? You claimed me.
Oh, she claimed you.
Yeah. Either way,
You're putting out good vibes, that's all I'm
one
saying.
of us
Both
did that.
of you.
I'm saying that's the
Yeah.
only way to make friends after like
Yeah.
30, you know?
Yeah.
Because like it's not like we have, classes with each other and
Right.
people of the same age or interests.
Yes.
So
So basically what I'm saying is if you like either of them, find them on Instagram,
Yeah,
follow them.
Oh, I need to ask you to be friends now, because you can't
definitely.
say no. in
Say-
front of
oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
We need to practice.
I'm doing
You're
the
our
mic.
friend.
You guys
now.
Do you
can
want to
toi-
be friends?
Me and Natalie have like a really shitty futon in our living room, and you guys can stay on it anytime you want to come to Nashville.
Road trip. Road trip.
You can get back problems and write lots of songs. All right. Well, now I feel like I have to play that song.
Oh no! Don't hurt yourself.
Okay. I'll play a different one. This one.
That's another thing I don't think people realize is that sometimes we like change set lists on the fly based on how we're physically feeling, so we don't hurt ourselves, so that we can
Yeah.
play tomorrow too.
Absolutely. I also
Yeah.
write set lists just so I have some kind of authority to rail against. They're like, you're not the boss of me, set list.
You don't.
This is my spiritual song for atheists. I wrote it with my friend Gary Nicholson, who's like a legendary songwriter and also just like a really nice person.
Will she be my friend too?
Yeah, you could be his friend too if you come to Nashville.
We're gonna start sending
He's
notes
like
out.
he's like a guy in a ball cap. He's like a nondescript middle-aged white guy in a ball cap, like so many.
Like a film
And
director.
but he's super cool, and there's so many layers to Gary, and we've just become friends. And he goes to the ashram a lot. He's been going since the 60s.
Okay.
And I myself am Catholic, but I don't go all that often. But I am actually like pretty devout. And but we both have a lot of friends who are atheists, and we were talking about that and why that was, and coming up with reasons. And so we decided to write a song for our atheist friends
I love this.
and agnostic friends, because y'all don't have any good hymns. So this is called When Nobody's Watching.
Don't we all want to know where we go when we die? Is it just dust to dust or a home in the sky? Does it make a difference how we live our lives? Does it matter? Can anybody say, is there a way to do it right? Do we live for tomorrow or just make it through the night? When do we surrender? When do we fight for something better? When nobody's listening, what do you wanna say? What thoughts are you thinking in the quiet of the day? And who do you wanna be when nobody is watching? 'Cause it's hard to see clear through the fear in our hearts. Isn't it how we live in spite of it that shows us who we are? The choices that we make, stumbling in the dark. You wanna be somebody, ooh, when nobody's watching. Who do you wanna be when nobody's watching?
Thanks.
That is all we have for y'all tonight. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Trevor, and the Elkhart Library for having us. Thank you, Hannah, for running sound. Thanks to our bartender. Make sure you tip her well. This was also filmed, I believe. Going to be out in the interwebs somewhere. And also, I've started this new thing just in the last month where I'm taking family photos. So, is there a way to turn the house lights on and we're going to take a selfie with our family in the room? Is that okay? Are you guys okay with that? Yeah? All right, let's do it.
We weren't thinking you were. Oh.
Not in the family?
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Here it
Brace
comes,
yourselves.
y'all.
So
Brace
we're gonna
yourselves.
take our family photo. We're gonna take a quick picture of the three of us too, and then we're gonna hang out with you until the library kicks us out.